Good morning, Apple Springs. I'm Zachary Lumpkin, and this is your general announcements. All extracurricular activities have been postponed through at least January 21st. The reason being to slow down the spread of COVID-19 in our area and in our school. This means all sporting events, after-school practices, will not take place on the scheduled dates. Information about the new rescheduled dates will be announced in the coming weeks. Now for some Texas state news. A few weeks ago, in a town in far west Texas, an old forgotten about water well that got very old exploded and shot up a 100-foot geyser into the air, which shot up about 25,000 barrels of water. The well was over 1,300 feet deep and was most likely first dug around 1948. This is all for General. Now on to the next segment.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Dakota Campbell, and these are your sports announcements. As you may already know, all extracurricular activities through January 21st have been canceled. So instead, I will give you some interesting sports facts. In 1916, Cumberland and Georgia Tech faced off in a college football game. Georgia Tech ended up winning 222-0. I have no words for how that happened, but it did. The record for the most points ever in a college basketball game is 138 and is held by Jack Taylor. The fact that he took 108 shots in 40 minutes is pretty insane. In 1928, Atlantic, Iowa and Griswold, Iowa clashed in a high school baseball game in which Atlantic won 109-0. You would think the other team would be nice once they got 30 runs. And where's the mercy rule? I'm surprised the coach didn't just quit after the third inning. In 1990, women's basketball player known as Lisa Leslie dropped 101 points in a single half. At halftime, the other team just got on the bus and left. Beforehand, Lisa Leslie asked the opposing coach to let them continue so she could break the national point record. And the other team refused. The other team started quintuple teaming her and still couldn't stop her. At that point, I guess they just figured, let's give up. That's all for sports. See you all next week.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Em McMullen, and this is Wacky Weather. Today we'll be talking about solar eclipses. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon gets between Earth and the sun, and the moon casts a shadow over Earth. There are 4 types of solar eclipses: total, the most dramatic; annular, partial, and hybrid. The next solar eclipse is the partial one on April 30th, 2022. Only Antarctica and the southern tip of South America will be able to see it. Out of all solar eclipses, about 28% are total, 35% are partial, 32% are annular, and only 5% are hybrids. Now let's talk about just total solar eclipses. They mimic nighttime by turning the sky dark and bring the evening's cooler air temperatures. As the eclipse begins, temperatures will dip a little bit at a time, then it'll become colder at a steady rate as the sun is covered by the moon. During the 2 to 3 minute period of totality, or the time the sun is completely covered, temperatures reach their lowest. Don't worry though, air temperatures will slowly warm again if sunset hasn't occurred yet. According to NASA, air temperatures during any solar eclipse can cool about 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. This can vary based on location and season. This has been your Wacky Weather. Thanks for watching. By the moon. During the 2 to 3 minute period of totality. You're not listening. Oh look, and we're recording. So we're getting your non-listeningness on film.
I appreciate it.
I can do it.
Just breathe. Don't think about it. Just say Frankie, really?
I can feel my headache coming back. All because of this.